Hey, it's Big Game James McCarty, Sports Director at Flag Family Media, here with one of the senior wide receivers of the MSUM Dragons and Brady Perryman. Brady, I want to start out the conversation by asking a little bit of the adversity that you went through last weekend. So early on in the game, a couple of shots, one was an overthrow, one I believe went off your fingertips. Where was your mindset at to just stay fresh and to stay positive, knowing that you're going to get some more opportunities?
Just staying poised, staying in the moment. There's first quarter, first drive. We got a lot of game left. There's 60 minutes. I'm not going to let the first drive of the game dictate how I feel the rest of the game. So just being able to stay composed and just being able to stand where my feet are and just be able to play throughout the game.
Most guys would be satisfied if they caught a touchdown pass. You seem to get them in bunches. I believe you have, if I remember correctly, 6 2 touchdown games, and now you have 3 touchdown games. Is it the chemistry with Jack? Is it just what about it is it that every time you catch a touchdown, you got to get a second one?
It's just part of the game. Jack's a great quarterback. Obviously, he makes my job a lot easier, and I also think it's the surrounding cast that we have. A lot of teams you can't key on to just one guy. So I think just the ability for Jack to spread the ball out really helps as well. So, yeah.
What is it like, the chemistry you guys have in that wide receiver room? I mean, you look at yourself, who's approaching a record in MSUM history. You have Gage Florence. You've got different guys like Madden. I mean, you guys got guys coming up the ranks too, whether you're looking at Kelly Johnson. You still have Carter Bierencott here. Just on a day-to-day basis, how do you guys push each other, and what is that love like in that wide receiver room?
Yeah, like you just talked about, I think it's the love, the connection that we have. We got such a close bunch of guys. A lot of guys. I live with 2 other receivers, and I've been around Gage since my freshman year, and we have just great leaders. And Ryan Bieberdorf, when I was a freshman, was a great mentor, and I think just having those guys there before us just only impacts us more to help the guys younger than us. So
you are currently tied for the school record for receiving touchdowns at 31 with Adam Jiskra, who played about a decade ago when the Dragon Red. What does it mean to you to have an opportunity to even be able to be up with some of the names of guys that are in history, but also have a chance to be able to create your own history as well?
I think it starts with a supporting cast. I have a great teammate, great family at home, and there's always one to see me succeed, and it's every day and every week they're always cheering me on, so I can't ask for enough for them.
As we now approach this weekend against Wayne State, this is one of the few opponents that you have not had an opportunity to beat in conference play. It's been 2018 was the last time the Dragons defeated the Wildcats. As you guys approach this matchup at home this weekend, what do you guys need to do offensively to be successful and to end that losing streak against Wayne State?
Oh, we talk about it all the time on offense, that first drive and getting that first down. I think once we sustain that first down, that's when we really get the snowball rolling downhill. So that's just what our main focus is, keeping the defense out the field and lighting up that scoreboard.
Last thing I have for you is, as a wide receiver, I know you want to catch the ball, but the last couple of weeks, it really seems like the different phases of the game have really worked out well for you guys, whether it's been incorporating Ty Brandt in the running game, whether it's been Mikhail Pearson blocking extra points, whether your defense, they forced 10 turnovers in 3 games. I don't even know if you know that.
Yep.
What is this all 3 phases of the game meant to you guys, and how have you guys been able to feed off of each phase to be successful?
Lockway always talks about the little things, and at the end of the day, it comes down to all 3 phases of the game. We push +2 all the time in the weight room whenever we work out, so I think that's just like a mold on what we stand for. It's just all 3 phases +2 and just finishing out the game.
Awesome. Well, Brady, thanks for a couple minutes of your time. We appreciate it. Good luck this weekend. We're looking forward to a couple of big play calls.
Thank you.
Big Game James McCarty alongside Brady Perryman of the Dragon football team. Have a great rest of your day.